Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside that weather window. And once again, kind of a typical spring day, a little bit of everything out there today. This looking down at the upper valley in parts of Leavenworth where we did see some shower activity, some snowflakes falling. You can kind of see it there on our Sky-Fi Tower camera, some stray flakes. And it was that kind of day, wasn't it, with some rain shower activity. And then when the sun was out, it actually felt nice out there, so it was cool, that's for sure. We're going to continue with this cool weather right into the upcoming weekend. Showers are a possibility. All of this mainly for eastern Washington. We're talking the Spokane area and in mainly to the panhandle of Idaho. We will be dry on Saturday. It will be cloudy both Saturday and Sunday. And then I'll tell you what, folks, as we get into next week, we are talking temperatures not only in the 60s, but possibly 70 degrees. And much more on that coming up a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The Chelan-Douglas Health District for the first time released details on Thursday on COVID-19 cases in Chelan and Douglas County, this time including the towns where there have been diagnosed cases. A deployment of 10 National Guard members arrived in Wenatchee this week to help with distributing needed food supplies to those displaced from work by the crisis. We'll continue with our PSAs regarding coronavirus tonight. Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett. And just in time for the weekend, your favorite restaurant can now offer beer, liquor, and wine for delivery or pickup. But first, we begin tonight calling it morally necessary. Governor Jay Inslee last night extended his stay home, stay healthy order until May 4th. The order in response to the COVID-19 outbreak has disrupted life in varying ways for all Washington residents and businesses, but Inslee said extending it is the quickest way to return to normal.
I'm pleased to say our state has organized a very strong and robust effort against this threat. We're seeing countless acts of commitment and community around our state. And these are both a sense of pride and a reason to be confident in our ability of this state to win this battle. But we have an obligation to ourselves and to our loved ones to recognize that this is a hard road ahead of us. That is why tonight I am extending our state's Stay Home, Stay Healthy initiative for an additional month. This order will now be in place through May 4th. Because the hard truth is that since I announced our Stay Home, Stay Healthy initiative, it was just over a week ago, the number of deaths that we have suffered and the number of confirmed cases has roughly doubled. And May 4th is absolutely the soonest we possibly could achieve our ends to keep our loved ones safe. Over 250 Washingtonians have died, and we have over 6,000 Washingtonians that have already tested positive for this virus. Each one of these Washingtonians is a loss, and each is an inspiration in the days ahead.
The Chelan-Douglas Health District for the first time released details yesterday on COVID-19 cases in Chelan and Douglas counties, this time including the towns where there have been diagnosed cases. Of the 21 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the two counties as of Wednesday, 10 were Wenatchee residents. Another 5 positive tests have come from East Wenatchee, 2 each in Chelan and Leavenworth, and 1 case each in Cashmere and Peshastin. Later Thursday, the district said there have been 5 more cases in Chelan County, but didn't provide details on those. The ages of people with positive tests also were released, with 8 of the 21 over the age of 80. Both Chelan County deaths were people over age 80, and the district said both also had coexisting medical conditions. Well, a deployment of 10 National Guard members arrived in Wenatchee this week to help with distributing needed food supplies to those displaced from work by the COVID-19 crisis. Tom Neese, whose organization Serve Wenatchee is among the distribution organizers, he told NCWLIFE yesterday the Guard's participation gives local food banks a wider reach.
They're actually assisting with, Serve Wenatchee's food bank is only one food bank in the community. There is one today, actually, at the community center, and so they are helping today with that distribution. They will also help on Saturday, I think, with a distribution at St. Joe's Catholic Church. But the other thing that the National Guard is able to assist with is they are able to take the boxes out of our distribution center here for Community Action Council and transport them to the food banks in the outlying areas and the food banks that they serve. They serve about 12 food banks in the 2-county area, and so the National Guard will be an important part of getting the boxes and the food distributed out into the 2-county area.
NCWLIFE is producing a series of public service announcements from people in our communities regarding the coronavirus. Tonight we feature Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett.
Hi, I'm Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett, and I urge all of you to stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe. Governor Inslee has asked all Washingtonians to stay home. That's the only way we're going to successfully fight the coronavirus. Uniformed officers won't ticket you, fine you, or arrest you for being on the roads. We want to educate you. You can help our community and the already thinly stretched healthcare professionals by staying home. I know that this community will do all it can to help get us through this pandemic. Thank you, and be well.
Well, just in time for the weekend, your favorite restaurant can now offer beer, liquor, and wine for delivery or pickup. New rules put out on Tuesday by the Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board allow packaged liquor sales along with your food order as long as the sale complies with coronavirus health restrictions. Most spirits must come in factory-sealed bottles, but beer can be sold in growlers that are filled on site. However, no liquor can be sold curbside or delivery except as part of a meal. Well, coming up next, changing times for local education. Wenatchee school kids can sign up and check out a laptop for home use starting on Wednesday. Municipal planning continues even amidst a public health crisis. A student science and technology showcase that was supposed to go on next month at Pybus Public Market will instead be a virtual experience. And Chelan and Eniad firefighters knocked down a Stamen Flats brush fire yesterday afternoon. We'll show you that. I'm Grant Olson. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
You want to help others. You need a solid career. You can have both with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, stop by our campus at 595 Grant Road across from Safeway, or visit chartercollege.edu.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Welcome back. In another news, well, times are changing for everyone, and that includes local education. Wenatchee school kids can sign up and check out a laptop for home use starting on Wednesday. The move is necessary as teaching shifts from classrooms to online during the COVID-19 pandemic. The district says kids and families can sign up online and then report to their currently enrolled school, their school building, to pick up on a Chromebook. On Wednesday, drive-through pickup opens at 3 p.m. at Lincoln, Mission View, Columbia, Orchard, Pioneer, and Wenatchee High School. The remaining schools hold pickup at the same time, but on Thursday. Well, municipal planning continues even amidst this public health crisis. The Eastmont Parks and Recreation Department on Thursday earned a $642,000 loan from the U.S. Department of Agriculture aimed at buying and renovating an East Wenatchee church. The Living Room Church on Georgia Avenue will become a community center to host new programs like cooking and nutrition, fitness classes, expanded art programs, senior activities, and language classes. The city and the church have been working toward a purchase agreement since last summer. Well, a student science and technology showcase that was supposed to go on next month at Pybus Public Market will instead be a virtual experience. The North Central Washington Tech and STEM Showcase was set to happen in Wenatchee and at Quincy Public Market starting on May 15th. For public health reasons, GWADA and the Apple STEM Network retooled the gathering as a series of 8 weekly challenges that students can carry out online starting Monday with a Build Your Own Meme project. The challenges go on through May 31st. Students are encouraged to show off their work on the organizers' websites and on social media. Well, in other news, Chelan and Eniat firefighters knocked down a Stamen Flats brush fire yesterday afternoon. Officials said an orchard burn off Chelan Butte Road got out of control about 1:40 p.m. when winds kicked up and blew the flames into nearby vegetation. The fire grew to about a quarter acre and even started one spot fire about 50 yards across from the road. A crew of 10 firefighters from both departments quickly brought the blazes under control. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Owner Andrew Vickery brings years of experience to help you transition your backyard into a place where memories are made, family time is looked forward to, and friends are always welcome. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa offers many different styles and sizes of artesian spas, both new and used, as well as residential and commercial pool and spa services, regular maintenance and repairs, and all the chemicals required to keep your pool and spa crystal clear. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa today. Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Well, like every other attraction, the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center is closed to visitors. But also like other attractions, it's found ways to move its best offerings online. Local actor Matthew Pippin hosts a series of tours and tutorials on the museum's Facebook page, like this latest craft project for young makers.
Hi, it's Matthew, your virtual host again. We're back here in the makerspace with our friend Clayton, and he's going to show us how to make a marble maze today. Doesn't that sound like a whole bunch of fun? So what do we need in order to get this done today, Clayton?
Okay, in order to get this done, we first need our essential tools. So we need scissors, ruler, pencil, piece of paper. Here is our cardboard base. I recommend like a 10-inch by 20-inch. And here, you guys can see we have cardboard scraps. I've cut everything out for the purpose of this video. But here's an uncut piece for an example.
Yay! And it's okay if it's not totally perfect. It's still fun to do, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this and that you're out there staying safe and washing your hands.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, let's take a look outside the weather window. And we're heading up north now. And this is Okanagan County at our Billy Goat camera. This is overlooking the Methow River as it joins the Columbia River. Of course, Pateros here, Brewster in the middle of your screen. And seeing some of that virga out there. I talked about that yesterday. That's precipitation that comes out of the clouds but doesn't quite reach the ground. And we see that a lot this time of year. It's called virga. And we'll definitely see that at some point or another here in the Wenatchee area. Probably already have. Yesterday we did see some of that, and more of that is on the way. And that kept our temperatures down once again. The cloudiness out there today, 51 our high temperature, and that's 9 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 60s our normal high. 28's where we started the day. That's below where we should be. 39 is our normal low temperature. Our record back in 2000, 20 years ago, 73 beautiful degrees. Our record cold back in 1975, and that was 27. 6:34, the sun came up this morning. Sun's going to set for us tonight at 7:34. Let's take a peek at how our Saturday and our weekend will start off. And as I mentioned at the top of the newscast in our weather tease, things are going to stay a little bit cool, a lot like today for tomorrow too. 55 in Moses Lake tomorrow, Freda 55. Wenatchee, we'll see about 53, 52 in Cashmere, and lower 50s as we head up Highway 97. Omak also tomorrow in the lower 50s. Taking a look at the surface loop now. We're going to get some nice weather, and we'll get to that in a second. But tonight, increasing clouds, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. You can see a storm system just off the northern California and Oregon coastline. This will swing inland over the next 24 to 36 hours. That will continue to bring us clouds. Not so much moisture, but plenty of cloudiness. And you can see that's how we'll be on Saturday, and that'll keep us on the cool side. But this is where most of the moisture will stay. If you're traveling to Oregon this weekend, it's going to be wet and possibly even snowy because not much is going to change on Sunday either. Cloudy, still cooler than normal, and once again, very wet to our south and along the northern California coastline with some heavy rain possible even in eastern California. For Monday then, things begin to change for us. High pressure, here's that big area of high pressure we talked about a couple of days ago. That's going to bring us warmer weather with temperatures back to normal on Monday, and as I just showed you, that's around 60 degrees. For Tuesday, mostly sunny, even a little bit warmer. And look at all of the clear skies throughout all of the western U.S. We're talking temperatures on Tuesday, mid to upper 60s, even 70s possible in the Tri-Cities area. Even warmer on Wednesday, mostly sunny skies Wednesday. Then we'll get into the mid and even upper 60s. And as we get into Thursday, it's going to be unbelievably nice. Mostly sunny skies, unseasonably warm. Notice the orange. That is even middle to upper 70s, and we could even see that down in the Tri-Cities on Thursday. The Wenatchee Valley, yeah, I think we're going to make 70 degrees next week. Let's take a look at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling 7-day forecast. 30 tonight, so it's going to be cool. And by the way, we set a record low yesterday of 27 degrees. 53 tomorrow, a bit of a warm-up then as we end our weekend on Sunday at 55. But talk about a warm-up, look at those temperatures. 59 Monday, 63 Tuesday, 65 Wednesday, and almost 70 all the way up to 69 by the time we get into Thursday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Finally Friday to you, staying home and staying healthy. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. Here's a look at sports news on your Friday. Well, the WIAA is still trying to be positive about having some form of a spring sports championship. That in spite of the extension of the stay home, stay healthy order that's been extended through May 4th. Now, the WIAA originally had April 24th as the guideline to have some sort of a spring sports championship. That was, of course, after the governor on March 13th announced that schools would be closed for a 6-week period due to the coronavirus outbreak. Well, the 6 spring sports are scheduled to begin their state championships May 27th. Now, WIAA Executive Director Mick Hoffman says with this timeline, they're still going to have some sort of season and culminating event.
Good afternoon. Mick Hoffman, Executive Director of WIAA here with a spring sports update. As we navigate these uncharted waters, we are continually planning to provide some opportunity for kids this spring to compete. Our current plans include a return by May 4th would allow us to provide some type of culminating events. In an ideal world, they'd look no different than in previous years. However, that will be contingent upon facilities and officials being available, and that is a very fluid process. If we return back sometime after May 4th, we have already begun contingency planning with our board and our WI district directors to provide some type of competition in local areas or regionally. Our goal is to give anybody that's interested in competing an opportunity to compete as they had planned. Our ultimate goal is to provide every senior that senior game. Again, there's more questions than answers, but we are working very, very diligently to provide opportunities for our students. I also hope in the interim you do your part, that you stay home, you stay healthy, and keep us all safe so we can speed up this process with whatever control we have.
Again, those state spring sports championships were to begin May 27th with golf and run through May 30th for track and field, baseball, boys soccer, fast pitch softball, and tennis. Now, the Columbia Basin Big Nine Association had already readjusted its schedule due to the virus and due to the school closures to begin sports in the spring on May 2nd. That obviously is going to have to be readjusted again. Now, Athletic Director for Eastmont High School, Russ Waterman, says they're already working on new strategies. He said the Big Nine spoke briefly via text last night and will have a teleconference soon. Waterman said, quote, "We need to really think out of the box and what it will look like to salvage any of the season. Weighing on all of our minds as well as the coaches is how we can get something done for all of our seniors," end quote. The WIAA will not extend spring sports into June, so whatever it can get jammed into the month of May, that's going to have to be it. Well, the NCAA shutdown of spring sports combined with Major League Baseball's reduction in the upcoming baseball draft could have a significant impact on college baseball moving forward. It's strange to say, but COVID-19 could be a good thing for college baseball. The pandemic forced not only the cancellation of the college baseball season, but provided an opportunity for seniors to another year of eligibility. In addition, Major League Baseball is trimming the 2020 draft from its usual 40 rounds to 10 rounds or less. That means a glut of great baseball talent that may go directly from high school to the pros will instead choose to go to college. Washington State coach Brian Green said in a conference call with reporters yesterday that, quote, "College baseball's got a chance to be extremely stout this year just in terms of strong rosters," end quote. Green says under normal circumstances, college coaches are biting their nails on recruits who might be drafted by major league teams. But now these 6th, 7th, or 8th round picks are going to go to school instead of the pros. That could also have significant impacts on the talent level of players in summer collegiate programs such as the West Coast League. Teams like the Wenatchee Apple Sox and others in the WCL could be the only place for many of these collegiate athletes to play baseball this spring or summer. The West Coast League is still on pace to begin its season the first weekend of June. Speaking of weekends, our sports schedule on the NCWLIFE channel continues tonight with a classic matchup in Big Nine soccer between the Eastmont Wildcats and Sunnyside Grizzlies. The game was held on March 16th of last year. It was supposed to be a home game for Eastmont, but because of all the snow, they had to hold it in the Apple Bowl. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Maldonado, Balauro, right-footed shot, go, 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 go! Nate Balauro for the Eastmont Wildcats, 73 minutes, 17 seconds.
Great shot. That had a lot of movement on it. He knuckled that ball. Very difficult to get a feel where it's going to go if you're the keeper, and yeah.
This could be interesting. Andrade, top of the box, in the box, good control, the shot, bounces off a defender. Whistle on the play, penalty kick.
Handball.
Penalty kick, handball. Penalty kick, handball, and the fans are going crazy. And Mr. Palma is going crazy, or was going crazy, but he's going to keep his mouth shut. He's already got a yellow card to his name. Sergio Bravo. The right-footed shot. Bravo, go! And we're tied at 2 in injury time here at the Apple Bowl.
Well, who would win that shootout? You'll have to tune in tonight at 7 o'clock for that. Also coming up on the weekend as far as our sports schedule, coming up tomorrow, Wenatchee and Eastmont soccer in the action at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, followed by the Wenatchee Wild and Penticton in hockey at 7. And then on Sunday, we've got lacrosse for you at 2 in the afternoon between Sela and the Wenatchee Valley Thunder. That'll be followed at 7 o'clock Sunday night by more hockey as your Wenatchee Wild take on the Salmon Arm Silverbacks. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. Have a great weekend. Stay home, stay healthy, and we'll see you on Monday. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric, and you have a great weekend as well. And finally tonight, dozens of businesses and residents in North Central Washington are stepping up to help meet critical needs as our communities deal with the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. Among those are Pins and Needles Sewing in Wenatchee, which has been making protective masks for healthcare workers and others. With some of the materials donated by Joanne Fabrics, Pins and Needles seamstresses have been working from home for the past 2 weeks, making thousands of masks. They're then donated to the Chelan-Douglas Health District. What a great cause. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan? All right, we don't have Dan, so we'll just close things out then, and that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe and have a great weekend.
The NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and Other Stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
This is Caitlin Hedersheet, the producer of the NCWLIFE magazine. Each week, I'm bringing you a look behind the scenes of the faces, places, and events that make North Central Washington the place we call home. Tune in every weekday for an in-depth look at a new topic each week. From local artists in their studios to businesses breaking barriers that might surprise you and everything in between. Join me on the NCWLIFE magazine right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Owner Andrew Vickery brings years of experience to help you transition your backyard into a place where memories are made, family time is looked forward to, and friends are always welcome. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa offers many different styles and sizes of artesian spas, both new and used, as well as residential and commercial pool and spa services, regular maintenance and repairs, and all the chemicals required to keep your pool and spa crystal clear. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa today.